The chess cheating scandal became a raging storm as Magnus Carlsen threw his hotly anticipated rematch with Hans Niemann in the Julius Baer Generation Cup. With the chess world watching on, Carlsen played one move with black and then sensationally resigned in the round 6 clash. He then got up, turned off the camera and left the broadcast. Norway's world champion did not comment afterwards, but it was presumed he did it in protest. The game went 1. d4 nf6-2. c4 before Carlsen ended it. The reaction was swift and strong. In the commentary box, international master Jovanka Hauska accused Carlsen of pouring more fuel on the fire of a controversy that has rocked chess since the 31-year-old withdrew from the Sinquefield Cup. Clearly shocked, Hauska said Carlsen can't just do this and called for him to present his evidence. "Actually, I think he needs to do more than just a statement in fact," she said. "He can't just say, yeah, I think you cheated and initiate a witch hunt. He has to say, this is my proof." Grandmaster Peter Liko was also speechless. Carlsen has not publicly accused Niemann of cheating, but shocked the chess world when he withdrew from the Sinquefield Cup in St. Louis the day after losing to him. It was the first time in his career Carlsen had done so. Intentionally or not, Carlsen then set rumors swirling when he tweeted a cryptic message on Twitter. It featured a clip of football manager Jose Mourinho saying, "I prefer not to speak. If I speak I am in big trouble." Following a wave of criticism, including from some top grandmasters, Niemann vociferously denied any form of cheating during the event, although he admitted he had previously cheated online. Carlsen, meanwhile, has gone silent on social media. However, both players were invited to take part in the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour's Julius Baer Generation Cup and accepted. So far Carlsen has remained silent, refusing post-match interviews during the $150,000 event. His father Henrik also told the Norwegian channel TV2 today that he won't be interviewed for the duration. Alejandro Ramírez, the grandmaster who interviewed Niemann after the Sinquefield Cup, told the tour broadcast that something is up. Speaking from the Dominican Republic, he said, "It's a clear indication that Magnus thinks that something is wrong with Hans. Whether it's cheating, whether it's something else that happened, there are other possibilities. The word cheat gets used a lot, but there are a lot of other things that may have happened. I don't know what it is, but I do know that this is so strong that Magnus needs to come forward and say something." Grandmaster David Howell said, "This is unprecedented in the history I think by any world champion, by any top player, let alone Magnus who loves playing any game possible and has great respect for the game of chess and every tournament he plays. It's just bizarre times." He added, "You can't just leave it on this note. I don't know if he can continue the tournament if he leaves it on this note. I just wish we'd seen a game, that's all I can say." Grandmaster Simon Williams said, "One thing that comes out of this is that it needs to be clarified. You can't make wild accusations. Imagine doing that in a court of law. You've got to be innocent until proven guilty, that is just a fact." On live Norwegian TV, Grandmaster John Ludvig Hammer, teammate and former World Championship assistant, called for sanctions. "It's the most unacceptable behavior to lose on purpose," he said. "The most unsportsmanlike you can do." Asked what he thought, Professor Ken Regan, considered the authority on cheat detection in the chess world, said, "Very much regret, it's not proper. One thing about the tournament is that the top 8 qualify, and I guess Magnus feels like to be near the top of those top 8. But now he has gifted Hans Niemann a free point, and if that causes Niemann to go in when someone else would have, that other person has a complaint. So it's very unfortunate for the sporting nature." Speaking after his round 8 game ended, Levon Aronian appeared to suggest Carlsen has a case. He said, "I understand that frustration of Magnus. I really didn't know much about a lot of things. Now I am somewhere in the middle. I do believe Hans has not been the cleanest person when it comes to online chess. But he's a young guy, hopefully this will be a lesson to him not to do any bad things online. Generally, I think this is a problem that requires a solution, and there are solutions." Following his early exit, Carlsen maintained focus with a round 7 win over Aronian. "It was just a really strong game there by Magnus Carlsen in the circumstances," GM Howell said. In his post-match interview, the talkative Dutchman Anish Giri immediately cut to the chase, saying he can't ignore the elephant in the room. Asked if he was shocked, Giri said, "Yeah, I mean, the show must go on. It reminds me of when you play poker and you bluff on the first card, and then comes another card and you keep bluffing, and then another and you keep bluffing. It looks like he is clearly insinuating something, but until you catch someone you cannot do anything. It just looks very odd now. Clearly, it all makes sense if Hans is cheating and he doesn't want to play him, but if he isn't, then it is really very wrong. So I don't know, we have to see. Everybody is expecting some kind of big rabbit out of the hat with Magnus, but he just doesn't want to play Hans, it seems. It's quite interesting that the game after that he played so well. It was quite interesting. I was thinking after that he may be disturbed, but he was just undisturbed. Really a special human being, for sure. Asked if he was calling for Carlsen to provide evidence against Hans, Giri said, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't have it, because if he had there would be no need to do that. It's pretty clear to me that he is convinced, or near convinced, that that is the case. Based on the evidence that is already public, he just made that call. It's a big problem playing people who have been banned, and especially people who have admitted to cheating online before, because you lose trust in them, and that is a major problem. Also, insinuating cheating is a big problem as well, so these things, they have to be resolved. My word of advice, especially to young players, is that there is so much damage that you do to yourself when you cheat online in some small events, because these things they stick, and then afterwards the big boys they don't trust you anymore, and that's just not good. He added, it's crazy stuff going on, and it's not clear how it will end, because as we see now, I don't think Magnus has anything more than what's there. I mean, there is the repeated cheating online, there is the slightly weird character that Hans is portraying, but all that doesn't mean he cheats online or over the board. So it's all just very confusing. Pragg, fresh from playing a brilliant game with Carlsen, was clearly tired and only expressed his shock on seeing the result and refused to be drawn on the controversy itself. I was shocked to see it, but yeah, it was his decision, so I don't have any opinion, to be honest. Thanks for watching.